Look girls, now if you want to insert images in HTML, you will first write HTML, then you will start with the head section. Now in the title you will write whatever you write in a title will appear on a title bar of a browser, and then you will close by putting a backslash. You can close your title tag, then you will close your head section here, okay, the head tag. Now you will start with the main tag, and that tag is your body tag. So body tag is a tag where all other tags are used. So here we are learning how can we insert image. Okay, so to insert an image you will write here img, and src is the attribute of image tag where you specify the path of the image that you want to insert. So suppose this is the image saved on your desktop that you want to insert, so you will right click on that image and then you will go on the properties of that image. Now from here you will first copy the location of the image. Okay, how will you copy? You will select it first and then you will press Ctrl plus C. Fine, the location of the image, Ctrl C, and now again you will open your notepad from here, and now on the notepad you will paste it. So how will you paste it? By pressing Ctrl V. Fine. Now you will put a backslash here. Again you will go on the pick image property window, and from there now you will copy the name of the image. Okay. So this is the location first we copied, and now we will copy the name of the image. Again Control C, open your notepad and then paste it there by pressing Control V here. Fine. So now you want to put extension. For extension you put dot here, and then again from the property window, look this type of the file, this is the extension. So you will select this, you will press Ctrl C, and then you will paste this here. So when you want to copy the image, the first thing you're going to do is you have to copy the location, then the name, and at last you will copy the extension. Fine. Now close the double quotes here and angular bracket. Now you can close your body tag here. Fine. After closing your body tag, you will close your HTML tag. Done. Now you will for the first time when you want to save this page, you will click on file, and from here you will take save as option and you will save your file. So suppose I want to save my file on the desktop, I will write the name of my page with the extension .html and I will click on save option. So like this your page is saved now. Now you will double click on the page and you can see image on your page. Fine. So this is how it will look. Now suppose if you want to change the height and the width of the image, what you're going to do is open a notepad here. So to change the height and length and width of an image, there are two more attributes, that is height and width. So after this path of the image, you will write here height, okay, and equal to, you can give this value in the form of pixel or in the form of integer or percentage value. So I'm writing here 500 and width as 400. Fine. And now as this file is already saved, I just have to click on save option. I don't have to give the name because it is already saved. So you just have to click on save, and now look, press F5 to refresh and see the width, the height and the width of the image is changed. Fine. So this is how you can insert image on your HTML document. Fine. So there are two attributes, src, height and width. Now suppose you have given the wrong path name. Okay, right, like here the extension I have given wrong. So for that we make use of alt attribute. So it displays when sometimes a browser on the user computer does not display image due to some reason, maybe because of the slow connection or maybe because there is an error in a source attribute. In that case, whatever text you're going to write here in the alt attribute will display. Okay, so the only purpose of alt attribute is to describe the content of an image file. Fine. So it is very useful thing, attribute. So now look here, now I'll save my work, and now I'm going to refresh. See, I've given the wrong path name. Okay, I've written the wrong extension. So now when I'll refresh, see, whatever I wrote there will appear here. Fine. So just remember one thing, that the value of alt attribute is a text screen and it strings, and it can only take 1024 characters. Okay. Now this is how you can make use of alt attribute in an image tag. Fine. Is this much clear to all of you? Then the next one is, now we are starting with how can you use hyperlinks. So how can you use hyperlink is, first you will write HTML, the structure of HTML. So what do you mean by hyperlinking? Means when you want to join one page to the other. Okay, so as we know, website is the collection of web pages, and so when the linking feature allows us to join this, link these web pages together, and this feature is known as hyperlinking. So for that, there the tag is a href, and if I write here img.html, the page of the name of the page, so this is known as, you are giving what, relative URL. You are just writing image.html, so this is known as relative URL. Here you will just point to a file within a website. Okay, so this is relative URL. Close your anchor tag here, and then you can close your body tag here, and you can close your HTML tag. If you will close HTML before, it is going to give an error message. And here this linking, okay, linking, this is known as hypertext, means on a web browser, linking will be displayed. When you click there, it will take you to the page img.html. So linking here is your hypertext. Fine. Save your page as you did earlier. Okay, and this linking will be a colored and an underlined word because it is a hypertext. See, now when I'm going to find, is it clear? So this is relative tags, and there is one more, that is your absolute URL. So for absolute URL, what you will do is, as you did for inserting the image, you will go to the property. You means it, you will copy the entire address by copying the location first, the name of the image, and then dot the extension. So this is your absolute URL, that it points to another website. It can point to another website as well. And relative is used when you want to point to a file within a website. Fine. So now here you will copy the extension now, name of the image now. Fine. So this is absolute URL. Okay, and now paste it on a notepad. Fine. And now the extension, that is .jpg. Fine. Just Control C, and now I'll open my notepad and I'll do Control V. JFIF is the extension. I'll put double quotes here, and then I will put angular bracket, and then I will write my any hypertext here. Okay, so suppose this is my hypertext img. Now this will be, when I'm going to run this on a web browser, this text, this hypertext will be displayed as underlined and colored word there. Okay, this tells that this is a hypertext. Okay, and now I'll close my anchor tag, and after doing this, I'm going to save my work. And now look, I'm going to run this page, means on a web browser I will view my page. Fine. So see, first this linking was there, and this img, it is colored and underlined. Can you see this? Yes. Fine. So this is how you can link your page. See, there are three kinds of link. A link means a normal link, unvisited link. A visited means the user has visited that link. A hover means a link when the user moves the mouse over it, and A active a link the moment it is clicked. Okay, and now look here. Now we will learn that how can we insert audio files. Okay, means if you want to insert some audio file on this HTML, you can insert it like using the tag audio. Fine, close the header tag. Now body tag. So there is the new tag, it is available in HTML5 and audio tag. Okay, to insert audio file in a web page, and it can be in any format mp3 ogg wave, all these files are supported. So you'll write audio controls and then src, and you will write the path. So this is the audio that I want to insert. So again, I'll go on the property of the audio file. I will copy the location of the audio file, then I will copy the name of the audio file, and then I will copy the extension as we did in image. Like that only you have to copy the path of the audio file as well. So suppose, so first you have to locate the audio file on a computer that you want to insert, then copy this name of the audio file. Fine, okay, control C, and then paste it on Word. Okay, like this, and then the extension of your audio file. Similarly, as you did when you want to insert image, in the same way you have to copy the path here also for audio as well as for video files. Fine, now on a notepad just paste it. Only the control, when you want to insert image file, the tag is img. When you want to insert audio, the tag name is audio, and when you want to insert video, the tag is video. So now this is the hypertext that I'll typing now after this angular bracket, that play. This is a hypertext. Fine, so now when you're going to click on this play, the music, this page will, audio file will start in front of you. Now close the audio tag and then close a body tag. Last, close your HTML tag. Fine. Now save your work. .html extension is very necessary. So you will save your file with suppose a1.html. Click on the save option. This file is saved now. Now you will view your page. Okay, on a browser window. Now when you will view, you'll find like this. Okay, it will enable the property and then it will start like this. Fine, like this. Fine, you can hear the sound of the music. Want to insert video on a same page, even you can insert it on some other page also, but if here I am showing you to insert a video file on a same page, what you're going to do is you just have to again write their video controls. Okay, the src and then equal to and the path of the video file here. So this slash, now this location is copied. Now copy the name of the video file like this. Okay, and then you will copy the type of the video file. Okay, type means the extension. So you will copy here the name now, dot extension. When you will write extension, you have to write dot, then put double quotes and close the angular bracket, then close the video file. Okay, and even there are few attributes of also for the video tag. Okay, that is src, control, autoplay, height, width, all these are the attributes of a video file. So like this, and hypertext. Okay, so you can using this attribute height and width also here. Okay, so by you can specify the height of the video player displayed, and by writing width you can display the width of the video player displayed. Fine. So I'm writing 450 and 540 here. These are the two attributes of the video file. And then here I write here autoplay. Autoplay is the attribute that plays the audio file automatically when the web page is loaded. Okay, so as soon as the web page is loaded, the audio file starts playing automatically. Okay, save it. Close a video tag first, then audio tag, and then your body tag, and then your HTML tag. Fine. So this is the hypertext video play. Now close your video tag here. Fine. Now close your audio tag, and then you need to close your body tag, and then you need to close your HTML tag. Fine. Now save your work. File menu, click on the save option, and now what you're going to do is just open view your page. Okay, now see, audio is and video. Can you see this? I just refresh by pressing F5. This is
Storytelling has been a content marketing trend for the past few years. The idea, however, is nothing new since people were creating narratives long before writing existed. Storytelling is the process of describing a series of events to communicate something to your
audience. Also you can do how? By reducing the value of height and width attribute here. So if I reduce my width, okay, and height, I can reduce the size of the video player. So suppose here, okay, 150 width, and I'm reducing the height also here to 140. I just need to save it, and now if I will refresh my page, okay, by pressing F5 key, okay,
storytelling has
the height and the width of the video player is reduced. Fine. So this is how you can insert audio video on a web page. Clear, girls? So now we will learn that how can we apply CSS, that is style. Okay, cascading style sheet means, as I've already told you, means applying style to your HTML document. So the tag that is used to apply style is style attribute, style tag. So you will write here fine. Now if you want to insert frames, okay, so what are frames? Yes, if you want to display more than one HTML document in a browser window at the same time, you can do this using a frame. Okay, so frames are way of organizing your website, as they enable the user to divide a web page into several rectangular segments for different purposes. So using frame, you can open multiple HTML document as independent window within one browser window. Okay, and using the frames, the maintenance and become of the website becomes very easy, and it is very interesting. See, you just have to use a tag here, iframe SIRC, and these are the page HY and IMG page. I have already made this two pages, hy.html and img.html, and I want to view both the pages on this single page web browser. What I am going to do is I will write iframe src, then the name of the page that I want to open, that is hy.html. Here also I can specify these attributes, height attribute and width attribute, okay, to control the size of inline frames. And this, fine, I specified the height here, width, and I'll go close my inline frame here, iframe. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I will open my second frame. Okay, and I can write here src equal to img.html. Fine, then the height and the width of it. Fine. Okay, so two frames I'm using here, two iframes, means I in this one HTML document you will view two frames. So I'll close my iframe here, and then I will close my body tag here, and then I will close my HTML tag here. Fine. Now what I can do is save my work. I will give name to my this frame with an extension .html. Save your work. This. Fine. See, two frames. One page here and one page here. Okay. So you can view one page here. Totally independent page. Window. Okay. Within one browser window, there are two independent windows. Fine. So this is how you can use frames in HTML. Now suppose you want to apply CSS style. Okay, so what is CSS? When you want to apply style to HTML document, you make use of this tag, style tag. Within the head section you will write here style, then you'll write here, means you want to apply your selector here is body, and the property is back. Suppose you want to apply background color, so you'll write here background color. Okay, how you're going to write is background dash color. Now after colon you will give the value. Fine, and then you can close a curly braces here. Fine. Now if you want to give the style to frame also, so you write here selector is iframe, then curly bracket, give border equal to suppose 10 pixels. Okay, and even you can specify, like if you wanted a dotted one, so you can write dotted purple. Even you can write here solid green, whichever color you want. You can write here double, you can write, so like this you can write the values here. Okay, so dotted color. Now what I'm going to do is close my style tag. This is how you apply CSS. So you can simply close and now save your work. Fine. Always remember the style you're going to use in head section. Now this, see, dotted. So you can view the dotted border here for the frames. Okay, and the color of this is yellow. Fine. So this is how you can use CSS on your frames. Even there are few more values that you can use. Okay, few more border properties like border width, border style, and border color. So using this, okay, if I write here this frame, I'm writing style equal to any value. Okay, so I'm writing here border dash width. Okay, and the value here, suppose 5 pixels. Okay, I'm changing this. The next property for border is border style. So you can simply write border dash style and then dotted or solid, whatever. So I'm writing, I'd already showed you dotted one. Now I will write here solid, then a space, then I will give here border color. Okay, so these are the three properties, border properties. Okay, border width, border style, and border color. So now here it is green. I'll save my work and then you can view it. Okay, view your page. See, now this solid and the color is green and the width also has changed. So this